Hey Scotties, I'm Acacia Hayes, Editor-in-Chief of the Scottie Channel. Welcome to this special spooky edition of G-Town You Know. On today's episode, the Scottie Channel features several Halloween-themed events around GHS, including a pumpkin carving contest, culinary Halloween treats, and exploding pumpkins. But first, we have some breaking news. Beginning November 1st, Glasgow Independent schools will recommend but no longer require the use of masks while in the school buildings since Barron County has moved out of the red zone for at least 7 consecutive days, according to an email from Superintendent Keith Hale to GIS staff. Hale added that the decision was made after consulting the local COVID advisory group and that the mask requirement will remain in effect on buses due to President Biden's executive order stating masks have to be worn on public transportation. We will continue to follow all other mitigation strategies as well as contact trace and quarantine as necessary, Hale stated. Additionally, we will continue to communicate with local health officials as we monitor the current exposure rate and make any needed changes per our operations plan. And now we have Jake Kessler with the headlines.
Hey Scotties, I'm Jake Kessler, digital editor and anchorman of the headlines of G-Town You Know.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. And these are your headlines. But first, I'm going to just get the elephant out of the room. It's Halloween here, apparently at GHS, and I'm the only one that dressed up. Not in this class, in the only building, in the entire building. At least it feels like it. So I'm not the real Indiana Jones, even though I wish I was. But no, I'm not really Indiana Jones. Sorry. But anyways, here's your headlines. The GHS Performing Arts Department presented dinner at 8, Dead by 9 on Thursday night. If you don't have a chance to catch the show, a video of the full performance will be available at at ScottieChannel.com. Not the Scottie Channel, ScottieChannel.com. We'll have something put up there maybe in the near future. And that's tonight, and it's free. Yeah. So, yeah, come by tonight to watch it free. Other nights, I don't know. I don't know if they're playing it any other nights, but if they do...
Even though you might watch this after it's already been done.
Yeah, you'll probably have to pay for it. The Scottie Band recently earned first place in the regional quarterfinals, and are heading into the state semifinals. That's good. They're going great. Scotty's Reached hosted a pumpkin carving contest, and Miss Costle's entry took first place. I have no idea what it looks like. Maybe we'll get a picture of that up there too, maybe. I don't know. Maybe even pop in a little ghost. It's Halloween. Get spooky. Cameron Lyle took second place. We'll have their pumpkin up there too. We'll have more on that event later in this episode, but we'd like to get on to the main event, right? So, by contract, I have to read this. So here at the Scottie Channel, we strive to report the news fairly and accurately, and unfortunately, we made an error last week that we want to correct. We had reported on the outcome of the student-teacher games, and we later found out that the final score may not have been so accurate. So we conducted an investigation this week, and here is our report.
We Scottie Channel members have been looking over the footage for the past 2 days.
We have found that the students did in fact win the student-teacher games by a score of 22-21.
We have concluded that the teachers did in fact play 6 players
on multiple occasions.
That's just awful.
We have a review of it, teachers, if you do not believe us.
So as a teacher who played in that game, I am pretty sad. But as a journalism teacher, I am pretty excited and pretty proud of my students for investigating this outcome and putting in the work to make sure we got it right. So congrats to the underclassmen, and more importantly, congrats to my students for being good journalists. I guess we'll go to something else now.
We are outside the culinary arts department.
where they're making Halloween treats and goodies.
As you can see, our culinary students have been very busy trying to keep up with all of their Halloween orders.
I'm Easton Jesse, and I'm here with...
Grayson Flat.
And what are you working on?
Halloween cookie orders.
And what's the most challenging part about making these?
The icing and making the designs is definitely the most challenging part.
And what's your favorite part about it?
I mean, it can be fun, but it's mostly just stressful.
Psst. Did you know that ScottieChannel.com is where you can find the latest new Scottie videos? ScottieChannel.com.
Do you know where to find more Scottie content?
At ScottieChannel.com.
I'm here today with Mr. Smith from Reach to talk about the pumpkin carving contest.
The pumpkin carving contest was always one of my favorite things in high school. This is something that the FCCLA done back in the day. I'm glad that we've been able to continue this tradition of Scottie Pride. And speaking of Scottie Pride, some of our contest entries are definitely showing off their Scottie Pride, and I think it's great.
I'm here today with
Austin Blair.
What was the best part of the pumpkin carving contest?
I just got to sit outside and have fun with some people, and we just kind of carved the pumpkin. It was just fun.
Did you have any plans going into the pumpkin carving contest?
We just really wanted to show school pride in what we were carving, so we just kind of carved out a Scottie dog.
I'm here today with
Alec Hagor.
What was the best part of the pumpkin carving contest?
Just to show school pride.
Did you have any plans going into the pumpkin carving contest?
Absolutely none.
Can you describe what made you decide to carve your pumpkin the way you did?
I thought of something.
Thank you.
Can you please explain to us what Day of the Dead is all about?
Day of the Dead is a holiday celebrated by Hispanic cultures to celebrate loved ones who had passed on, and today Spanish Club is celebrating that in traditional fashion with food, fun, and crafts.
Every year around Halloween, Mr. London blows up pumpkins and turns it into a lesson.
So, what are some characteristics of a chemical change? Bubbling. What else? Giving off heat? Light. What else? What about smell? Yeah. Because it's going to smell really bad in just a second, okay? Yes. What about flammability? Is flammability a chemical property or a physical property? Chemical. So what's going to happen is when I pour this in here, it's going to effervesce. It's going to start bubbling. I will take my lighter, stick it in the back. I will count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I say 1, you say Happy Halloween. And on wing, guess what I'm going to do? Hope for the best. Good luck. Okay. Oh, it's working good. Okay. Great, Scott. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, Scott.
I'm Heidi Jackson, and I'm here with
Mr. London.
And what started this tradition?
Well, I saw a video of another science teacher that did this in their classroom, and I thought it'd be something fun to do during Halloween.
And what is your favorite part about having it every year?
Well, I guess my favorite part is just watching the students when the pumpkins go boom, because it scares them sometimes.
3, 2, 1. Great Scott! Great Scott! This top's gonna come off. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Halloween!
Hey Scotties, I'm Landon Mayhew, sports editor of the Scottie Channel. The football team pushed their win streak to 8 games after defeating Casey County 28-13. The Glasgow cheer team displayed their talents at the Cheerville Kickoff Showcase. The 8-bit Scottie Rocket League and Smash Brothers team both earned victories against Carroll County. The cross-country team competed in the Region 2A meet at Hardin County Fairgrounds, where Mia Cassidy and Quentin Grisha both qualified for the state meet. The Scottie Channel spoke with Mia and Quentin about this accomplishment.
My name is Lindsay Belcher, and I'm here with
Mia Cassidy.
And Mia, what have you done recently?
I qualified for the state cross-country meet.
And so how did you feel when you qualified for the state cross-country meet?
Definitely happy, like all the work paid off during the season.
And do you have any goals for at state?
Probably just beat my personal record.
And do you have any strategies for this particular course?
Probably just my strategy for region, which was kind of stay with the people who are near the middle of the pack and stay as consistent as I can with my mile splits.
I'm Heidi Jackson, and I'm here with
Quentin Grisha.
And how did you feel when you found out that you were going to state?
It was awesome. Like, it shows that all those months of work finally paid off.
And how did soccer affect you running cross country?
Well, all the practices got me in shape more. It just was a lot of time on my feet and running, so it really helped me out.
And how did you feel knowing that this is your second year going into the state cross country meet?
It's pretty awesome to be consistent at it. I would have been slightly disappointed if I didn't, but it's a good feeling.
Thanks to everyone who helped out with today's show. Remember, have a happy Halloween and stay safe. Until next week, this is G-Town You Know. Y'all know that song? It's on Matilda. Little bitty pretty one.
Hey Scotties, I'm Jack Tesler, digital editor and anchor man for... I messed that up already.
The 8-bit Scottie Rock... The Scottie Channel spoke with Mia and Quentin about this accomplishment. The cross-country team competed in the region meet at Hard... Until next time, make sure to follow GHS at... It's happening again! Until next time, make sure to follow GHS at... Next time, make sure to follow GHS Athletics on social media for the latest Scottie sports news. Boo.
It's definitely weak. It's definitely weak. I know I'm right. I'm right. No, stop. Stop. If I'm wrong, that's going to be so embarrassing. I'm going to walk out. Told you! It's next week! Run me my check. I told y'all. Almost fell.